My name is Hugh Newman. I'm the organiser of the Megalithomania conferences. I've authored a book called Earth Grids, The Secret Patterns of Gaia's Sacred Sites. Recently I've been researching the megalithic spheres found all over Costa Rica, as well as sites in Colombia, Peru and Bolivia and in Easter Island. So the ancients went to a lot of trouble to build these megalithic monuments. In Costa Rica, for instance, they created these huge megalithic spheres. Some were 9 feet wide. And you have to imagine, how they could have done this really, considering they were so large and they were, hewn out of great big chunks of rock that came from many miles away even. So these megalithic spheres in Costa Rica are just quite a remarkable feat. We know that they were found all over the southern area around Golfito, Palma Sur, Palma Norte, but they were found in islands off the western coast of Costa Rica as well. And they really are an anomaly. They really just shouldn't be there. It's almost like some kind of amazing art form was created there 3 or maybe 4 or even longer, thousands of years ago. And so we just really don't know what's going on there. And they just seem to be, completely out of place. The cultures there don't seem like they had that kind of stoneworking technology. And yet they're there and they sit there. They're almost like were created by someone who was so smart and intelligent they were kind of doing it to confuse people in the future. These stone spheres in Costa Rica do seem to have a really powerful effect on people. One of the things I heard of when I was over there, I did some research and got talking to a few people. Some people have had electric shocks off them, for instance. Some people have actually kind of had this strange magnetic effect and it's kind of affected their consciousness. This happens at many different megalithic sites around the world. It's not just in Costa Rica, obviously. For example, there's legends that go back stating that they were kind of made by the gods, these sort of white kind of gods that used to exist all over different parts of Costa Rica. Others suggest they were like markers or astronomical markers on this whole grid across the country, linking up, perhaps reflecting different planets or different galaxies or even star systems. No one's really sure, but there are some that are aligned into triangles, straight lines even, so we have the whole idea of ley lines or ley alignments, and they could be lining up and measuring astronomical events with the sun, moon and stars as they rise at the end of the landscape which they're pointing in. And so there's different theories really about these, but they do kind of have a megalithomania effect on people where they get incredibly excited by it, they question it, they want to research it and try and find the answer to the mystery of who really created these spheres in Costa Rica.